Here's a beautiful wetland, a really big one, owned by our dear good friends at Melbourne Water. And maybe we think it looks pretty, but let's see some details. Hold on a second. We're gonna get in there soon, but check this out. We have a really big area right there with sediment, and if you zoom in, if I zoom in here, you see all those ruts. When it rains, sediment comes all the way from that area there and dumps into this pristine wetland, and that is all algae and eutrophication. It's very, very, very terrible. You see, in these areas maybe a little bit less, but right there all the sediment falls in and pollutes the water and leads to the way it looks at the discharge point. So we moved a little bit further, and we're gonna look at that that channel there, and then we're gonna look a little bit more at this pollution there. All right, so these rocks are very nice. Oh wow, look at this, bit of metal embedded in these rocks for no apparent reason, and this is done very well, all very good. Unfortunately, it looks like the water is already starting to dig in there and in here and in there. So once this is functioning, it's probably gonna carry a lot of sediment straight into, from what I understand, our friends at Melbourne Water's pristine wetland, which is not that pristine, by the way, because we're getting closer and we see this amount of algae a little bit better, and you can actually really see it, how they're right in front of that discharge of sediment from the car park above. So getting down to this wetland, as my friend would like to say, the pinnacle of so many different failures. This is how this wetland looks like. I personally don't think it's really that good. If you go in closer, you see all this algae everywhere, and you can see algae at the top of the water there, right? All of this, they shouldn't be here, and you can even see the sediment, how it's starting to mount, because the sediment, it comes from up here. And how do you know? Well, very easy. Look at all the sediment that's like been deposited. It's pretty clear that we had some water falling into there. And what do we have there? We have a lot of erosion. Look at that. Erosion in there, erosion in here, erosion in here, carrying all this beautiful sediment straight down into our wetland, which from what I understand, it's a Melbourne Water asset, which means you, the taxpayer, have the benefit and the honor and the pride of being part of such an amazing piece of work.